shaking in the back of the house. It woke me up. So that just let us know that this is a different kind of season that we're living in, and that we have to be very, very aware, very conscious of what's going on. So anyway, welcome to Fantastic Friday, our last Friday before Christmas. And I want to say to each and every one of you, thank you, thank you, thank you. We have one more Friday in the year, but you all have been so diligent, have been so persistent, and have worked so hard to be up in the morning and to share this experience. Sade, congratulations on your finals. Quentin, I know you've had a great year. And each and every one of you, this is a great time to be thankful. To be thankful for what you have. To be thankful for your health. Let me tell you something, folks. There's so many people, when you see health challenges, Shadi says she's waiting for her grades. I know they're going to be all A's. When you're thankful for your health, it really should make us pay more attention to our health. It's so important that we really be aware of our bodies. Thank you so much, Quentin, for buying a badge. We sure appreciate your support. It's so important to be aware of our bodies. You know, all of us would love to have good health. And really and truly, if we think about it, we know exactly what we need to do to create good health. We know we need to be aware of our diet. We know we need to be aware of our exercise. We need to be aware of the things we put into our bodies. We know we need to be aware of our thoughts and how they impact our health, our emotions, and how those emotions can gnaw at our insides and literally make us sick. We need to be aware of our habits and think of the habits that have brought us where we are, but the habits that we need to take us where we want to go. We need to be aware of our relationships. There are some great empowering relationships, but there are also some really toxic relationships. And so at this moment, let us be thankful for all the good things that we have, for the good thoughts, the good emotions, the good habits, the good people. Let us be thankful for the breath of air that we take and we continue to take. Also, let us be thinking now. We have about a week. What do we have now? We have about 9 more days. Actually, today is the 23rd. And so we have 8 more days to get it together. We have 8 more days to focus our lives, to close out this year strong, and to begin the new year stronger. Number 1, do not throw in the towel right now. For those of you who don't have our, and by the way, thank you so much for you. So many of you have bought in our home study course and bought in the ultimate success bundle to prepare yourself for next year. And so I say thank you, each and every one of you. And be sure to go to our website for some other goodies we have there for you. HerbertHarris.info, www.herbertharris.info. So let us think of how we can close this year out. And I was really looking at a section of the book that really stood out to me again. And it's good to refresh them. And I would recommend that between now and the end of the year, that you spend about 5 minutes. It'll only take about 5 minutes. But reading this section of the book in the Super Achiever edition, it's right here on page 16. And to read this over, because what you read over, what you feed into your mind, can help transform you from where you are to where you want to be. We call it 9 rules for becoming a success. And just focus on these 9 rules for the next days as we close out the year. So what's rule number 1? This one's going to get you. Rule number 1 says, do not procrastinate. Think about this, where we are right now. Many of us are where we are right now because we have procrastinated and because we have just put off until tomorrow or next week something that should have been done last week. So let us commit now, starting today, as we read this over and over, to no longer procrastinate. Don't wait until all conditions are right to become a success. You know, you could be waiting for the rest of your life. Most of all, realize that procrastination is a state of mind and it's a choice. You have to actually choose to not act. You say, well, I didn't do anything. That's a choice itself. So as we close out this year, read it over. I will not procrastinate. I don't like that. Let's go to affirmation number 2. Negative affirmations can turn you around. The second rule for becoming a success is to do it now. So let's think about this. From this moment on, whatever comes into your space, whatever decisions need to be made, whatever actions need to be taken, commit to do it now. There's always something you can do right now to take you from where you are to where you want to be. You know, it's almost, if you want to go and travel to Egypt, you want to go see the pyramids. You can sit there and say, well, wow, that costs a lot of money. I don't have a passport. I'll never get there. Or you can say, I want to go. I'm going to see the pyramids. And what can I do right now? Let me go online. Let me look at some pictures of the pyramids. Let me go online. Let me find out what kind of tours, what kind of trips can take us there. Let me go online and see what I need to be able to travel abroad. So as you close out this year, commit to do it now. Whatever comes into your space, act on it. Don't set anything aside. Dispense with it right now because that's the best time to handle it. Some decisions, let me just give a little caveat. Some decisions, especially big decisions, especially emotional decisions, you may need to sleep on. And so when you have those type of big emotional decisions, you may commit to sleep on it for 24 hours. And that gives you a chance to change your state. Merry Christmas, Vicki. Thank you. That gives you a chance to change your state so that you can think a little clearly. Sometimes when really tough decisions confront you, especially emotional decisions, especially decisions dealing with people and loss, it's a good process to take 24 hours and just let it ruminate. Not procrastinate, ruminate. Just think about it. Number 3, stand on your own 2 feet. Make a commitment right now, this year, this moment, that from this day forward, you won't depend on anyone or anything else for your success. Depend on you and your source, your creator. When you are harmonic and in tune with your creator, you have now the ability, the power to transform your life in any way that you desire. When you stand on your own 2 feet, it's your dream. Someone once told a story of a guy said every night he was telling his friends about his dreams. He says, man, I dreamed I saw myself in a brand new house. And the next night, I saw myself with a beautiful Mercedes convertible. I saw myself. And so finally his friend says, well, man, you didn't see me in the dream anywhere? The fellow said, well, no, it's my dream. You have to have your own dream. So stand on your own 2 feet and have your own dreams. Number 4, do not fear failure. Over this year, I'm sure that you've seen many things that did not work out. And as you go forward, there are things that won't go conform necessarily to the way you would like them to be. But when you make that commitment that everything is a dress rehearsal for success, that there's only success in your life, that you either win or you have a lesson. So even when things don't go as planned, when you have difficulties, when you have challenges, when you fail to accomplish a particular outcome, look at it as a lesson rather than as an obstacle. Look at it as an opportunity. Every failure is an opportunity to get better. Every failure is a dress rehearsal for success. Number 5. And I want us to really, this is one that I really want us to pay attention to. Don't sell yourself cheaply. Many times we underestimate ourselves. We underestimate our value. We underestimate our importance. We may be surrounded by people who tell us we're nothing, but don't believe it. Don't accept it. Don't sell yourself cheaply. Focus on the goodness of yourself. Look at your values. Look at what you bring to the equation. Look at what you bring to the relationship. One of the things I recommend you do between now and the end of this year is make a list of all of your talents. Make a list of all of your attributes. I was doing a seminar once, and the lady says, well, I'm not great. I've never really done anything. I said, do you have kids? She said, yes. I said, how are your kids doing? She said, my kids are doing great. I said, you're a great mom. There's always something that you're great at. And so between now and the end of the year, make a list of all the things you're great at, all of your assets, all of your skills, all the good things that you possess. You know, one of the greatest qualities, to be a good friend. Let me tell you something. You say, hey, I am a good friend. I can listen and I can make you feel comfortable talking to me. Let me tell you something, folks. There are times in your life when money won't do it, when possessions won't do it, when you just need a good friend to listen to you, talk to you. Number 6, develop the success habit of being goal-oriented. Life transpires regardless. For us to be in charge of life, we have to understand that we are goal-seeking creatures, that as creations of an all-powerful, all-knowing creator, we are goal-seeking creatures. And so let us from this moment on live our lives in a goal-oriented dynamic. Make it a goal to get up a certain time each day. Make it a goal to make a list of the things you want to do each day. Make it a goal to have a positive attitude each day. Anything that you make a goal of, if you focus on, it can happen. Step number 7. Visualize your goal and believe you can attain them. Visualize your goals and believe you can attain them. Thank you so much, Quentin. You know, in our previous talk, we were talking about the keys to manifesting the things you desire in your world. And one of the most powerful things is to speak it, to read your goals. Every success book tells you to read your goals over 3 times a day. And I recommend, if you don't set a specific time to read them, you probably won't. So from this day forward, write your goals, but read them over at least 3 times a day. I choose, now I've changed my time, is 7, 12, 8. 7 a.m. in the morning, 12 o'clock noon, and 8 o'clock at night. I'm getting into the habit now of reading them more. There's a spiritual connection. There are religions that pray 5 days, 5 times a day at specific times. In one of my religions, there's a person that tells you when to pray. And so this idea of saying and reading your goals over every day gives you a power. The first book of creation, the book of Genesis, says, in the beginning was the Word. And so if you want to create your word, your life, then you create it by speaking it. And the key to speaking it is to visualize it. That's step 7. When you can not only visualize your goals, believe you can attain them, but create a vision of the life you want to have. I'll tell you something, folks. You can't see what you can't be, and you can't be what you can't see. There's a power the moment you can create a vision. Remember this, God gives you no vision without a provision. So the moment you can visualize the way you would like for your life to be at the end of this year, beginning of next year, and throughout your future, the more more distinctly and definitely you can identify what your life will be like, to see yourselves moving in a certain way, see your home, see your relationships, learn how it feels. You know, one of the things about Christmas dinner, for example, we're looking forward to our Christmas dinner with the family, is that when you're there with the family, it seems like at that moment you can set aside all the differences and just feel blessed to be there. So visualize, see your life exactly the way you want it to be. And then step number 8 is plan your work and work your plan. These 9 rules, if you can internalize them and really work on them between now and the end of this year, it can put you in a position to literally take off next year and never look back. And then finally, number 9, to keep going and growing. Keep going and growing. When you keep going and growing, one thing that you realize is that life is a process. Life is a process of growth. It's a continuous process, an evolutionary process of growth. And that when you can follow that evolutionary process, something profound happens. As you grow through life, you will go through life. As you grow and go, what you will find is that you create an entirely different version of yourself. Once you recognize that it's about growth, it's about the process, then when things happen and you find yourself disappointed or unhappy about a particular situation, it's okay, because that's the process of growth. Growth can be painful. It's okay. That's the process of growth. And so let us wrap it up today. This is one of the last Fridays of the year. This is an opportunity for us to be, one, very grateful and very thankful for being here in this particular state of being and in this particular mind. Being here is confirmation that we've done all right. Being here is confirmation that we can do better. 2, these 9 rules for becoming a success. Use them as your blueprint, as your activity blueprint that you can read over every day, think over every day, and internalize them. And then finally do it. I love the slogan, just do it. All that we talk about has absolutely no meaning unless you just do it. So once again, thank you so much for being with us as we close out this year together. Thanks for being a part of this journey. And we look forward to next year being our year for outrageous success. Be sure to go and visit our website, herbertharris.info. And by the way, next Wednesday night at 8 p.m., I'm doing a free, I forgot to mention that, I'm doing a free webinar, New You for the New Year, just some tips to help you close out strong and start out stronger. So check our website, New You for the New Year. Once again, thank you so much. We appreciate you. We love you. We look forward to a new year together. We look forward to continuing this journey to the greatness that's in our hearts, in our souls, and in our spirits. so that we can truly be what we want to be, do what we want to do, and have anything we desire, always knowing that the best is yet to come. And so it is.